Hi everyone, Anna here. As requested, I am going to attempt to make my first video to show you how I made these cute little vintage pockets. Very, very simple. First I started with an old dictionary Webster page, and I guesstimated where I wanted it to measure, which was about 2 inches. Sorry, I should tell you that I did glue 2 of these pages together to make them a little bit sturdier. And I lined it up. And then I'm going to cut it. Sorry, and I usually just measure about where, roughly how, the length that I would like to have them. So roughly about there. And I'm not one for measuring a lot of things, but I roughly guesstimate where I want something to be. And I allowed for a little bit for where I wanted to do the scalloped edge. So roughly, so there's your little pocket. And then took my scissors roughly across the top, cut that. And then took my glue and glued along these edges. And together. Paper towel to... Don't mind my mess, because I tend to put everything everywhere when I scrap. I don't know about anybody else, but that's what I do. So there's your little pocket. Roughly. Oh, see, opened it too soon. Wait for it to dry. I guess while that's drying, I usually ink it up with whatever favorite ink. This one here, I used a Shabby Shutter, and the rest I used Tim Holtz Vintage Photo. So I just and I did a little heavier on the scalloped edges because I like that look. And there's your pocket. And sometimes I just kind of roughly just go over it a little bit in the center so that I get that older look that I like. So that is for that one. And then this was just some washi tape that I had bought at Michael's. I think $1.50. So I roughly just take the right like this, measure it across. I like this tape. I also like the Tim Holtz. This is the vintage one. I really like this one. And what I do, because this one from Michael's doesn't stick as well, so I usually add a little bit of Aleene's tacky glue on the ends. Sorry if I'm out of frame. I'm trying to... Well, that one stuck down good, so I will wait. And that, so far. And then I just picked out some of this vintage lace. I got at a thrift store. I love going to the thrift stores. That's where I buy most of my lace. So I just take it, I just roughly measure out across the top. Get that out of the way. Roughly across the top, which is about that much. Going to cut it. And again, I just put a light little layer of the Aleene's across where I want it to, where I want to place it. These are so quick and easy, and they're so cute. I'm going to put it across there like that. And then I have a bunch of these buttons that I got at the thrift store. And usually for them, I like to use the Ranger's Glossy Accent. Just a little sturdier. And mine always clogs up because of the hole. My safety pin. Little dab will do ya. Put that on there. Press down. Usually this takes a few extra minutes for that part, for them to dry. And I don't think I put enough on there. Actually running out. There. Stick that down. I hope you're not too bored. So far, there you go. Whoops. This is what it looks like, and you're almost done. And then what I did was I went on Pinterest, and I found these cute little. They were bookmarks, and then I just I sized them down. I really like the bookmarks, and I thought they would work well. There's a cute little girl bookmark. So I think that that's one that I will stick in there. And then of course a lot of people I see use these little tickets, so sometimes I throw them in. But my favorite one to use, and I got these from All Design Shop, I think Kathy Holden. And I subscribe to her, and I really like her her things. These are little ice coupons. So they came in a bigger size, but I downsized them on my computer. And I think they're perfect. They're perfect. So what I do is I just take scissors, and cut them down. And I also glued them down to a book of papers that I got at the dollar store, which I really like because I like to back my vintage items. But this is just a dollar store book, and I really like the paper because it's like a thicker, almost an antique look to them. So I usually glue everything down to them, and then again I ink them. And I love these little tickets, they're so cute. So I ink them all up, and I just go across the back too, but I up and down them a little bit, make them look vintage. And then I also fold them up in a different way just to give the little crease lines, and I go across it. It gives me that old vintage look that I really like. And then I stick them in there. We have a cute little thing. And I also, Artie Mays, I think it was, I used her from one of her packs. Artie Mays? Nope, sorry. I think this was Dreams, etc. Yes, Dreams, etc. And I reduced them on the computer and then put them in. There you go. I hope this was helpful, and I hope I didn't bore you too much. Thank you. Bye.